Hey, what's the deal going on? I mean, this is the wrong intro. I mean, isn't that Artemis's thing? And not my thing, not my intro. Besides, he's just busy organizing his things and all that kind of stuff. And besides, he couldn't do any videos because of this immigration situation that he's in. Oh, gosh. Wrong intro. Wrong mind, okay? Wrong mind. G'day folks, you're on the internet. This is Must here. Subscribe to Guardian here on YouTube, Bruzo Dragonius. I know, well, I hope that you do like that bit of the skit that I sort of done and all that kind of stuff. Even though that this is one of those videos that, one of those topics that I really don't like to talk about and all that kind of stuff. So please bear with me, as this has to do with some topic that I really don't like bringing up. But as a content creator, that I sort of feel that it's very resemblant, that is resembling to it now, ever since that the election, the US election between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is just around the corner next month. So I'm going to talk to you about, and there's so many posts that is just regarding it, which was talking about politics. Furries versus the politics. As you already know, that I have been talked about so much politics into my into my channel, even though that it is some things that I don't like doing, but I just sort of feel that it has to be done and all that kind of stuff. Because there's so many posts from furries that they're either voting for Kamala Harris. And there's some unfortunate lot that are voting for, or probably a minority, that is voting for Donald Trump. And those Trump supporting furries, most likely, is ironically the same furries that don't like politics into the furry fandom. Okay? But the fact being is that no one likes politics in the furry fandom. As a matter of fact, politics is like religion. You don't talk about some certain things in some certain settings and all that kind of stuff. You see, and I know for sure that most furries, as I said, are very much left-leaning, because the furry fandom is more of an accepting group, Not to mention, the furry fandom involves all people from all walks of life, not just the straight white men. There's some that are from different ethnic backgrounds. There's some from different religions. There are some that are LGBTQ+, which, as in that they're trans. Then some of them might be gay. Some of them might be bi. Some of them might be non-binary. And there's some furries of all races, like black, Asian, not just white. And there's some that are just male and female. So, with all this acceptance is the reason why that the furry fandom is on the left side of the politics, like I discussed in my in my most recent videos. But there's a thing. Even though that there are some instances that I just seen, right, within my experience of the furry fandom, that some people tend to bring politics into an open setting, and some people had faced being banned from some certain forums, some certain chats, especially on Telegram, and even as well because they were just talking about politics and all that kind of stuff. And even that, from what I know, is that ironically, that furries, even the most woke furries, end up being banned from the furry groups and all that kind of stuff. Especially, and this is the kind of the kind of irony that I'm just sort of facing at the moment, because the fact being is that, as you can see with the keffiyeh that I'm just wearing, as you can see, I'm a pro-Palestinian. I'm on the pro-Palestinian side, right? You know, that is the reason why I'm bringing this keffiyeh on this channel, and not to mention on this video. A keffiyeh, if you don't know, is a Palestinian, a traditional Palestinian scarf. And the fact being is that people, I mean, you don't have to be Palestinian to wear these kind of things. Okay, I know this is a bit of a cultural garment to the Palestinian people, right? The only reason why I haven't brought this, and even wearing this in some conventions, is to show solidarity of what's going on in the Middle East. You know, of all the horrible things that is happening to them by the Israelis. I mean, there's people dying and all that kind of stuff. You know, especially the Israelis that are just getting, hospitals are getting bombed and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I know this isn't the worst. I know that this isn't things to do this isn't, again, really messed up, you know. Like, you know, homes are getting destroyed and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I am pretty much seen as an anti-Semite. But as you already know, that I am sort of part of this. I sort of identify as this part of some group called Furries for Palestine, you know, which I know for sure that it's just getting a bit of controversies that's going on with that group and all that kind of stuff. Because even though that, yes, there are some furries that are Jews and that, okay, and I know for sure that I don't hate Jews. I have no hatred to Jews. It's just, or any decent Israeli people. I am just really, I have a lot of hatred towards their government, okay? And yes, that is an example of some sort of political leaning that I am, that I sort of believe, because, you know, I'm basically a borderline left. I'm not really, I don't identify myself as overly woke, right? But at the same time, I am far from being in the extreme right wing, okay? I know there's a lot of crap that's going on in the Middle East, so I'm not going to touch it there or whatever. But the point is that there are some, that the same people, that what really gets to my attention is that there are some people out there that especially some con stuff in different sort of cons, like conventions and all that kind of stuff, that don't like to bring politics into the furry fandom and say, well, politics has nothing to do with the furry fandom whatsoever. But yet, I noticed that there are some posts that from the same people that doesn't want to involve politics, or the furry fandom isn't a spot for politics. Years later, they're the same people that are endorsing Trump, that are MAGA furries. You know? And that is what I don't get. Because the point is that if you're a right-leaning person, or left-leaning, or even in between, from my understanding of politics, is that, well, whether we do like it or not, politics has a way to be snuck into these nerd fandoms and all that kind of stuff. Whether it's the furry fandom, whether it's the cosplay fandom. Hell, there's some sort of speech that Sonic Fox had mentioned and all that kind of stuff, saying that he's a furry that's black and an LGBTQ+, right? And people identify him as woke because they say, well, oh, I'm so oppressed and all that kind of stuff. But the thing about it is that that's freaking politics, right? To be honest with you, I absolutely hate politics. I'm in the one country that is a part of the West whose government blackmail people just to vote in risk of a fine, right? And even though that I'm making a video of some stuff that I don't freaking care about, but it has to be addressed and all that kind of stuff. And I do hate politics because it just brings division. It's one of the causes of division, you know. But it's there. We can't get rid of it, right? Whether we do like it or not, right? There's so many factors around the world that there are people that are fighting for. Whether that you are right-leaning or left-leaning. Whether that you're Trump or Kamala Harris supporter. Whether you're here in Australia, whether you're a Liberal or Labor supporter, or seeing that Liberal and Labor are sort of working together, or you're probably supporting the Greens, you know. The fact of the matter is that even though that you don't like politics, right, that you have the absolute hatred towards politics, that it brings so many political division onto so many other groups, sometimes, whether we like it or not, even as a YouTuber, even on TikTok, even on social media, people still talk about it. Because the fact being is that even though that there are so many oppressed people, minorities in the fandom, you know, especially with me as a neurodivergent person that has autism, that's diagnosed with autism, right? There's some people in the fandom that bitch about, you know, whether people that blackfacing or impersonating or even complain about cultural appropriation. It's, you know, that's all politics, right? And even if you ban politics, that is still, you're talking about politics. The rules are politics as well, into so many forums and that. You can't get away from it. You can't avoid it. This is just my 2 cents on it. So, what are your thoughts of this topic in this video? I mean, would you add to your thoughts on the politics? Do you hate politics? Do you, don't you really give it? I mean, don't you care about it or whatever? Also, if you like this video, make sure that you show me or show the algorithm to put this like button on. Just smash that thumbs up button if you do like it. In case you haven't already, if you do like my content, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, as I love you if you do. And even though there's a small contribution that you will make, it would do a hell of a lot for me. Also, if you want to be the first person to know, as long as you subscribe to this channel, make sure that you put the thumbs up, bring the bell icon, and turn your notifications on in your devices so you be the first one to know. If you want to, the usual social media is on the description down below, the way to give me money and all that kind of stuff, and all my other social medias. If you want to friend me on PSN, or if you want to look for me in Cameo, just look for my gamer tag or search me up, which my gamer tag is Bruzo 21. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you do. Hope you get well, especially to those that are just enduring Hurricane Helene. I mean, you are in my thoughts at this moment. I hope that you all survive and all that kind of stuff. Yet again, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you all. Please stay safe out there. And as always, may this guide you all. Bye for now.